What is up, YouTube? This is Chris, your professional dad, and I'm back with another knife video. I'll tell you what, I love knives. I love big knives. I love big, beautiful, powerful knives. Hopefully you like knives as much as I do, and big knives. But you know what? Sometimes I run into situations where I can't carry a big knife, whether it be because of local laws, whether it be because I'm in a situation where I need something that's smaller and more low profile. You might be somebody that isn't smaller in stature and you don't want a big, bulky, heavy knife. There's so many different situations and occasions where we might need a knife that is a smaller sub 3-inch blade. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go over my top knives and blades that are sub 3 inches. But before I do, welcome to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, and hopefully this video is finding each and every one of you doing amazing. I appreciate you guys' time. Now, one more time, got to say this every video. Reminder, March 3rd is right around the corner. If you haven't watched a video, huge knife budget giveaway, you need to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and run over and watch that other video real quick so that you can make sure that you're going to be in the giveaway because it's going to be huge, and I want to make sure that every single person has had their opportunity to play a part and be a part of that giveaway. I don't want anybody to miss out. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, go watch Huge Knife Budget Giveaway. Then come back and finish this one. So I got a request earlier today. Somebody said, hey, will you please do a video sub 3-inch blades? And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I told them that I would, and honestly, I'm waiting on a table to come in right now. Amazon is supposed to be delivering it. I actually am having one built, but I guess it's taken a long time to cut some holes in wood or something. I don't know. So that's neither here nor there. So I went ahead and ordered a table so I can, and all the stuff that I need to start doing some cut tests and some videos on that. And I'm waiting on Amazon to show up with that stuff right now so I can do a couple videos on cut tests. But while I'm waiting, I figured I'd go ahead and fill that request. So I've got some knives right here. Now here's a caveat. One or two of these blades are right on the 3-inch mark because I know that a lot of situations you can carry up to 3 inches. You just can't carry over 3 inches. So I think only 2 of these are right at that 3-inch mark. But we'll go over them and you'll see. All these other ones are below 3 inches. Some of them are well below 3 inches. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and show this one. I showed that in my last video that I'd done earlier today. Top knives under $50. And I'm only going to show this because I do believe in this knife so much. And it's that 3-inch mark. And this is an amazing knife. I'm not going to go into details on this. It's the K-Bar Dozier Hunter. Again, I done a video earlier today. Top knives under $50. I went into detail about this and explained it and why it's so good. I'm telling you right now, this knife, any list that I have that this can be in the top, it's going to be in the top. Whether it's top knives under $50, top knives 3 inches or below, whatever. If there's a list that this fits the category, it's going to be in that list. It's a fantastic knife. It's a lockback knife, D2 steel. It's all coated. The steel is all coated. So it's beautiful. GRN handles, reversible pocket clip. Just a one thumb stud, but it is reversible, just like the pocket clip is reversible. Excellent jimping on top. Just a fantastic lockback knife that is affordable. They come in around $37 for this one with the D2. Now you can get them cheaper without D2 with AUS-8 and 420 and 440, whatever they come in. I'm not sure if it's 420 or 440, but it is a stainless. You can get them cheaper around that $30 to $32 mark. But $37 for the D2, in my opinion, is the best way to go, and it's just a fantastic knife. It's right at 3 inches. It's a lockback, so it's a traditional knife, but I'm telling you, it is one of the best workhorse knives that you're going to get. It's just fantastic. I love this knife, and like I said, every list that I can put this knife on, I'm going to put it on because it is a superstar, and more people need to check it out. The next knife is a very famous knife. I put this in a 3-knife challenge I even done a video where I was explaining my knife journey, and this is one of the very first knives that was any real cost over 50 bucks. And I kept seeing it, and I didn't understand the value, so I kept passing on it. And I saw a video by Knife Center where it was like 10 knives that every collection needs to have, and this was on it, and I was like, what? So I went and got it. I've still got it. I put it in a 3-knife challenge, and it just smokes everything. People love this knife. I don't get it. I'm going to be honest. I just want to be honest and upfront. I don't get it with this knife, but I do know it's beloved, and it's the Leek. The Leek is, and the reason that I'm putting it in the top, even though it's not one of my favorites, is because it is so beloved. It's so popular. These things get sold out constantly. They have it's been around forever, and they still have new models of this thing coming out. They just had some drops recently come out, and those are already sold out. I mean, they sell these things like crazy for a reason. People love this knife, and I am secure enough and reasonable enough, more than anything. I'm just reasonable enough to know that just because I don't see the value doesn't mean that the value is not there. It just means that I haven't got enough experience with this knife to, enjoy or experience the value. But if so many people have, when there's that many people saying it and believing it and spending it and voting with their dollars, I'm just going to step out and say, I'm definitely the one that's wrong. I'm the one that's wrong. When that many people is saying, that this is awesome, I'm just going to say, okay, it is, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. So the Leek is a fantastic knife. Now, I do like having it. I like Kershaw. I like the action. It's assisted. I like the look of it. I just don't understand why these things cost $78. Now, it's in 14C, so it's a good steel. It's stone washed and stuff. It's not a reversible pocket clip. It's tip up only. It's a liner lock. It's full steel liners. But I know that this is a very, this horn clip blade is a good EDC style blade. It's a good slicer. It's a hollow grind. Again, just because I don't understand does not mean that this is not an amazing knife. Because so many people out there believe that it is, I went ahead and put it in the list because they know more than I do. And it is what it is. So I wanted to put this in there. The Leek is, check it out. Definitely check it out. Okay, beyond that, that's the only one that I really don't understand on this table. Everything else I completely get. This little knife is a CRKT. This is a little 5th pocket knife that is phenomenal. I love this little knife. And it is the Squid. Anybody that's ever had a Squid, experienced a Squid, you know how good these things are. They're, steel handles. It's a HCR blade. It's a hollow grind, so it's very slicey, but it's just a little EDC knife. A little EDC knife, 5th pocket, small. I mean, this thing ain't even 2 inches long, I don't think. I think this is right at 2 inches or just under 2 inches. It's a frame lock. It's not a reversible pocket clip or anything, so it's right hand tip up only, but it's got dual thumb studs. Not great action or anything like that, but this knife is just a little workhorse. It's a little powerhouse. I have carried this a lot of times as a 5th pocket knife, and I'm telling you, I've used it so much. I've actually used this when I carry this as a 5th pocket knife. I'll end up using this more than anything else because it's just small, it's easy, it's nimble. You can, now it's got a little bit of weight to it, even as small as it is, because it's steel handles and stuff. So it's got a little bit of weight to it, but I'm telling you, the Squid, and they even got new Squids coming out. CRKT just released a bunch of new Squid models. This is another knife that was so popular that they keep coming out with new models and keep dropping them. Variations, some are longer, some, stuff like that. So different, a little bit different look to the blade, and they just keep selling and selling and selling. So I'm telling you, the CRKT Squid. Now these are coming in around $27. $27. So they're affordable. They're under 30 bucks. I'm telling you right now, you need a good, dependable workhorse knife. This is it right here. This sucker is a beast. It is a beast. It's dynamite small package right here. I love this knife. Now, Kershaw has several really good budget knives, and I know that a lot of people don't like Kershaw, and especially when you're talking about their budget end knives. I like Kershaw because I accept them for what they are. I don't see them as more than they are. I don't expect more out of them, especially when you're talking their budget prices. I just understand that when you're talking that price, you're going to only get so much. So when you take it for what it is what it is. Is my buddy, I was on the phone last night, and that's always been my thing. I say it is what it is all the time, and he hates it. He's always hated it, and he's like, gosh, I wish you would stop saying that. But he's always wanted me to stop saying that. But it is what it is, because it's a true saying. And when you're talking about knives, especially budget knives, you just have to accept them for what they are and not expect more out of them. Then you don't care what the steel is and stuff. And Kershaw has some really good budget knives when you get past the fact of they don't have premium steels and stuff. And the Cryo, in my opinion, is a really great knife. It's a great little budget knife. This thing is an assisted knife. It's another one that has steel handles, has a frame lock, dual thumb studs, and it has a flipper. Now this flipper is a little slick and it's a little small, but the whole overall knife is small. But it's got great action. Another thing people might not like is that it comes in a tip down position. But here's the thing. It is it's more than deep carry. I mean, this thing is extremely deep carry. It goes all the way down in your pocket. And it's reversible. It's a 4-position pocket clip. So you can go tip up, tip down, left hand, right hand, whatever you want. So there are a lot of things about this knife, and it comes in at $40, and it's 8CR. And again, you guys know my opinion. I don't have a problem with 8CR. I will sharpen it. I will spend the time sharpening it. So what if it gets dull faster? I'll sharpen it more. Okay. Has a great blade shape. It has a great swedge. It has a hollow grind, so it's extremely slicey. Again, at $40, what you're getting here, you're getting a really solid, well-built little EDC knife. Really good. First-time knife users, people that are just wanting to buy something affordable and they're not big into knives. They just want something that they can use on a daily basis. They're not knife enthusiasts. They're not collectors. They just want something really affordable and that really budget range, and they're going to Walmart to get a budget knife in that $40, $50 range. I'm telling you, the Cryo, you can't miss with it because it has so much that you're going to want. You've got the 4 positions. You've got the steel handles. You've got a frame lock instead of a liner lock. It is 8CR, but 8CR is durable, excellent edge retention, or not excellent edge retention, but corrosion resistance. A great blade shape, dual thumb studs. It's got excellent jimping on the handle and stuff right there. I mean, look at that. Overall, this is a fantastic knife for $40. Fantastic. Now, this next one is an oldie, but a goodie. And when I was doing this list, I came across this knife and I was like, oh, there's no doubt I'm putting that knife in there. For sure. It is, because I love ESEE. I am an ESEE fan. I say it all the time. If you can only get one fixed blade, make it an ESEE. Because if you can only afford to get one, you want to get one that no matter what happens to it, it's going to be replaced. And ESEE has the best warranties on the market, if you ask me, when it comes to knives, in my opinion. And they also have great folders. Like this right here, the Chirp. Very, very simple. Now this one has carbon fiber. I don't know why I got the carbon fiber version. I just did. Steel liners. It's got a pocket clip. Now it's not reversible. It's right hand only and it's tip up. It is a liner lock, but this is a D2 blade. D2 blade steel. It's very simple. It's just a very, very simple knife. Very simple. That's it. It's very simple. There's nothing to it. There's no gadgets. There's no smoke and mirrors, no glitz and glamour. It's just a liner lock, little, small knife that you can use as a fifth pocket knife. You can put it in emergency bags, bug out bags, ammo bags, anything that you want. And you've got a D2 blade right here. There's no jimping on the handle. The ergonomics are very simple. Just a rounded little handle there. Very simple, straightforward knife. There's not a lot to it, but what there is here is awesome. The ESEE Chirp is a really, really good knife. Just very simple. Just a little, liner lock knife. But that blade shape, that drop point, it is just excellent. It's slicey. Razor sharp. I keep mine razor sharp, slicey. Back when I was still wearing shirts and ties and dress pants occasionally, I wore this several times because it's just a cool little efficient knife. I mean, look at it. There's not much here, but man, what is here, it is just an awesome knife. And the ESEE Chirp in D2 is $30 with carbon fiber. You can get it cheaper than that without the carbon fiber. And you got a D2 blade. Excellent. Another one I got in carbon fiber. This is another oldie but goodie. And again, I don't know why I got it in carbon fiber. Is the CJRB Ria. Another one with D2 blade steel. Or no, this is not D2. This is a 12C27. 12C27. So it's decent. Nothing to write home about, but decent little edge retention, corrosion resistance, just an affordable little budget knife. The thing about the CJRB Ria, though, is it has a gentleman's look to it. It has a real professional, elegant look. It's a liner lock. It's a one-position pocket clip that is deep carry. Screws are inset into the handle. It's just, look at this. Look at that. It's just a sleek little knife. There's not much here, but man, it is just a cool knife. They have sold a gazillion Rias for a reason. The Ria is an extremely popular knife. The blade is right at that 2.99 inches, so it's just under 3 inches. But I'm telling you, it's a slicey blade, very slicey blade, a great point, great piercing. This is a great knife for somebody that works in an office every day, somebody that opens a lot of letters and packages and stuff like that. You don't need anything that's big and bulky and sturdy to go out and do any hard use. You just want a knife on you so that you have a knife, so that you have a blade. You're sitting at a desk all day and you open some packages and a lot of letters and stuff like that. Going to church, excellent knife. Just throw it in your pocket. Just a little sleek little powerhouse right here. The CJRB Ria. I love this thing. Now the Ria is running right now about $34, and that's with the carbon fiber. So it's extremely affordable. This is another knife I showed in the under $50 list. Top knives under $50, and it's the Acorn. The Acorn is a phenomenal knife. You're getting a sub 3-inch blade, well under 3 inches. It's got the best jimping on the table of any knife. It's excellent jimping. I mean aggressive jimping. It's a 3-finger knife, so it's small, but that's exactly the point of this video. Now here's the great thing about this. You can put your finger right here on this finger choil on the blade. Now I've got a 4-finger grip and extremely good jimping to get a good hold. Excellent blade. Look at that blade. Talk about a slicey blade. Excellent belly, excellent point, sharp point, but it's slicey. Very, very slicey. Now, it's got 14C28M blade steel, so durable, decent edge retention, good corrosion resistance. a good deep carry pocket clip that is reversible, left hand or right hand, tip up. A liner lock, great feeling blue micarta, so it's a good looking knife all the way around. This thing is just a little cool knife. I use it as a 5th pocket knife. Most people that this video is going to be designed for are going to use this just as their regular daily EDC carry. I use it as a 5th pocket because it's too short for my hands. But a lot of people will just carry it normal, and it's going to be big enough for them. Like I said, when I choke up on that finger choil, perfect grip. Now if I go back, boom, it's a 3-finger grip, so it's too small. So it's a great knife. It really is a great knife. These are coming in right now at $49, just under 50 bucks. It's the Vosteed Acorn. Vosteed makes a phenomenal product. This right here is probably, I don't know, that knife is a really good blade shape for EDC. This is one of the best EDC blades on the table. The blade shape, one of the best EDC blades on the table. No questions about it. Now here's the thing. It is a front flipper. It has no thumb studs and it has no flipper. So it's only front flipper, which is one of the reasons why it's got such aggressive jimping. Here's another thing about that front flipper. You do not have a lot to get a hold of. So you've really got to know how to do front flippers. I struggle with it still sometimes, but I'm getting better, as you see. That's why there's so much jimping. There's also a hole there, so you can use it as a thumb hole to open, but you have no thumb studs or anything like that. Now, some people can do that reverse flick with that hole. I can't do that, but some people can, so you can even reverse flick it. I can't do that. But it's a front flipper. It's a great, great knife. And at $49, this is one of the best knives on the table for the money. For the money, it's one of the best knives on the table. Here's another knife, another Vosteed, made by Vosteed, and it's right at underneath that 3-inch mark. But I really like this. This is another one of those elegant, sleek-looking knives, and it's the Corgi. The Corgi is so dang cool. I like it. Great green micarta handles. Now here's the thing, one of the things I like about the Corgi. It's got a great pocket clip, screws are inset. It is reversible, left hand or right hand, tip up. Now it's not, you can't go both sides, so it's just left hand or right hand, tip up. It is a button lock, so you can, fidgety as heck, all get out with that button lock. But also, here's the great thing about it. You can do normal flip. You can do front flip. You can do button lock flip. So it's got several different ways that you can open this thing. And that's one of the great things about it. It's really cool. You can just open it different ways. It's fidgety. Excellent EDC style blade. Excellent blade shape. Really sweet, really nice. It's another one. Vosteed is really big on 14C, so this is a 14C blade. Just look how thick those liners are. You want to talk about sturdy. This is a sturdy blade. Now, one of the downfalls of this knife is, and just to be honest, this is a knife. Well, here, I'll just put it right here. Look at this. This is a knife another one that you wear in your front pocket or your pants pocket for an office setting, or going to church, or going, someplace professional and nice. It's a gentleman's knife. It's an executive style knife. This is not, and I know it's not an actual gentleman's style knife, but it has that feel to it. I mean, just look at it. It doesn't look rugged. It looks classy and elegant, professional. Something that you would see in a managerial setting, in an office setting. So that's one of the downfalls of this knife. Because of the ergonomics of this knife, there's no finger choils, there's no nothing else, there's no jimping on top, there's none of that. So this is a knife that you really, can't do it, even though it's so well built with these liners. I mean, it is heavy, sturdy, bulky. No, it's not heavy, but it's just got weight to it. It's got good weight. I like the weight of this. It's a few ounces. It's bulky, very solid. Like, you get a good grip on this. But here's the thing. With the ergonomics the way they are, no finger choils, no way to index a good grip on this or anything like that. And this, it can get one of those situations to where it almost, even with the micarta, it can almost get a little slick and slippery. So you want to, this is not a hard use, beat it up type knife. Could it stand up to that? Absolutely. It's 14C micarta, thick steel liners, absolutely. I just don't know if I would use this knife. It would not be ideal for those settings, and it would really quickly become a pain in the butt to use. But if you're looking for something that you want to take to work, and you work in a professional setting, you know, just opening boxes and letters all day, if you've got somebody that is like that, that you want to give a gift to, your manager, your boss or something like that, just a great, efficient knife. Now, the Corgi is coming in at $59 right now, this version right here. So it's a great little knife. I like it, and it's 3 inches. This is a cool knife right here. I love this knife. I don't know what it is about this knife I like so much. It's the Sencut Arc Blast. Button lock, excellent action, aluminum handles. Look at that blade right there. That's what I like. That swedge. Look at that blade shape. This is a hollow grind. Boy, this thing is a slicer. And notice anything? It's blue, so I love it. Go big blue. Go Cats. But deep carry pocket clip that is reversible. So left hand or right hand. A good button lock. Now it has a flipper right here with jimping. Now it's a smaller flipper, to be perfectly honest, so you've got to give it that little bit of flip, or the action is okay, but it's not great. But you get that little bit of flip, and boy, it just jumps right out there. Excellent finger choil, great ergonomics. That blade is just at that 3-inch mark. So again, a beautiful knife with aluminum handles, little slick, but this is not designed to be a hard use beater knife. This is a knife that you want to carry because it's awesome. It's beautiful. It looks good. A lady might carry this knife because they have different colors, white and blue and silver, stuff like that. So just a beautiful knife. But the big thing is that the blade shape is excellent for EDC use. Excellent for EDC use. That is one, that's an amazing blade shape. Box cutting, just different grips, slicey, food prep, whatever you're going to be running across, this blade right here is built to take it. Now, the Arc Blast is in 9CR, so it's better than 8CR. It's even more durable, better edge retention, a little bit better corrosion resistance. Sharpen it, take care of it. But the big thing is the Arc Blast is coming in at $46.75. You can't beat this knife for $46.75. It is fantastic. I love Sencut. I think they got great products. I think that they do a really good job with their knives, making them look different and unusual. And this is one of those knives. Fantastic knife right here, guys. Fantastic knife. The Sencut Arc Blast. I'm going to start getting into some good ones here. This is the Kizer Mini Militaw. Need I say more? The Militaw is one of the best knives that Kizer's ever made. Hands down, whether you're talking fixed blade or folder, in my opinion, it's one of the best knives that Kizer's ever made. The Militaw is just so phenomenal. Look at that blade shape. That blade is so perfect for EDC. Just perfect. This is a 3-finger grip, but I can choke up on it, get 4 fingers, but it's ultimately, because there's no finger choil, it is a 3-finger grip for me. But for somebody with smaller hands, somebody that does want a smaller, more low-profile knife, this thing is great. Fantastic. That swedge on that blade, that slicey, this thing is awesome. Got a great sharp point, piercing point. Now you can change out these acrylic inserts right here. This is clear acrylic. You can switch that out. It's on both sides. You can switch those out. You can either buy the inserts, or you can just take them, like if you had two Militaws, mini Militaws, you could just switch their inserts out, or you can just buy extra inserts, accessories, and just switch them out. So you always have a new knife, or seems like. A deep carry pocket clip. It's not reversible, so it's only right-handed, and it's only tip up. It's a liner lock, very sturdy, good steel liners, and it is a front flipper. So you have no thumb studs, you have no flipper back here. It's just a front flipper. Now, like the Acorn, you have this hole right here. So you do have the hole for the thumb flip or flick or whatever. You also have it for the reverse flick. I can't do that like we already talked about, but it is there for people who can. But it's a great front flipper. The Kizer Mini Militaw, excellent. One of the best knives that Kizer's ever made. No questions in my mind. And this is just my opinion. This isn't the rule, and I'm speaking on the rest of the community. Nobody else might not believe that. But me, well, apparently some people do, because these things sell out like crazy. The Mini Militaw is in Nitro V blade steel, and this is coming in right at $60. And man, oh man, I would not give up my Mini Militaw. I've got a Militaw, a Mini Militaw, and a Militaw fixed blade, and I love every one of them. I need to get more, because the Militaws are just awesome. I love them. That's how much I love them. I've got the regular, the mini, and I've got the fixed blade, and they're just fantastic. Fantastic. And they come in at $60. Oh, Nitro V, I already said that. Nitro V blade steel. So it's even better than 14C. You're getting more durable toughness, a little bit better edge retention, and corrosion resistance is really good. So you're getting a phenomenal knife here for $60. This knife is beautiful. This is the best EDC shape on the table. I said that other knife, that there might be one or two that actually have a better EDC shape. Here it is. The Mini Nightshade. Now this one is a little expensive. This one's around $100 because it's got carbon fiber and S35 VN. But you don't have to get that. You can get the ones with the Nitro V blades and the G10s or the micarta handles or whatever. You don't have to get, they have them in titanium, carbon fiber. They also have the regular size Nightshade, but that's not sub 3 inches. This one is. That orange dual thumb studs just pops. Just pops. It's a crossbar lock, so excellent action. Excellent action. A good deep carry pocket clip. Screws are inset, and it is reversible. I don't know if you can see those two holes, but the pocket clip is reversible. Thumb studs, so you can open it that way, or the crossbar lock. I'm telling you, the Mini Nightshade is the best EDC shape. You wouldn't think it because of that leaf blade, but anybody that uses these things know how great this blade shape is for EDC. It's just awesome. Now, is it a beater knife? No. Is it a hard use knife? No. But general EDC, that blade shape is out of this world good. It's just awesome. I love the Mini Nightshade. I want to get a full-size Nightshade, and I want to get another one that's not carbon fiber. But this is S35 VN, so out of this world. And we already know, like I said it's about $100. I think it's like $90, $99 or something like that. Phenomenal knife. Phenomenal knife. And I do have some here that are a little bit more premium in price, so I did want to show you that. This next one is a Canp. I wanted to have a Canp on here. This is another one that's a 5th pocket carry for me. But it is awesome. The little Main Street. This thing is insane. How good this is. Look at that blade shape. Another excellent EDC blade shape. Box cutting. Just anything that you're going to cut. For me, it's a 5th pocket carry knife. For other people, it's going to be a great little knife. It's just a small little knife, a good little deep carry pocket clip that is, no, this is not reversible. Okay, so it's tip up only. Dual thumb studs, excellent. It's not really jimping on the handle, but it has that jimping look. It's more for, you do feel it, but it's more aesthetics. But it is a crossbar lock, so it's excellent action, phenomenal. And this is 154 cm blade steel, 154. So an excellent little sub 3-inch blade. You want a good little knife? Now these things are not cheap. The little Main Streets are coming in at $55, $54.99 for this. This is that frag aluminum. So, but man, what an awesome little knife. Look at that thing. This thing is just amazing. It's beautiful. It's awesome. It's efficient. It has an excellent little blade. Just great. 154. Now this knife needs no introduction. The CJRB Maximal. Just got dropped. David C. Anderson designed it. It's one of the best all-around knives on the market right now. It will be one of the top 5 selling knives of this year. Watch, mark my words, at the end of the year. Watch and see if the Maximal isn't one of the top 5 selling knives on the market. This thing is phenomenal. The ergonomics are fantastic. The blade shape is out of this world. It's slicey. I mean, he wanted to develop the perfect EDC knife, and boy, he developed an amazing, near perfect EDC knife all around. I wish the handle was a little bit longer, but I understood what he was going for. I understand exactly what he's going for and why it is the length that it is. Fidgety as all get out. This thing is great. RPM 9 blade steel. This is just under 50 bucks on Knife Center. You can get one that's up to 60 bucks or something like that. But this version right here is at 50 bucks and just awesome. Just an awesome knife. If you don't know about the Maximal, you need to check it out. It'll change your life when it comes to knives. These things are awesome. One that's very similar to the Maximal. Actually, it's so similar. They kind of have the same features that are great about it. And it's the Yonder. Another knife that's sub 3 inches. The Maximal and the Yonder, now they look different, but they have so many when you talk about the length overall, when you talk about the crossbar lock, when you talk about the price point, when you talk about dual thumb studs, when you talk about all that other stuff. These things right here are so close because they are both such excellent EDC knives. And which one I would prefer? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Actually, I do know, but I don't want to say. I refuse to say. I refuse to say which one I would prefer, Maximal, but I refuse to say. I will not do that. I will not play part in picking between my children. Not literally, I'm joking. They're not my kids. I'm not that crazy guy. But I love these knives. I love them both. But I do think the Maximal is just a little bit better all around. But man, both of them are so daggone good. Both sub 3 inches and both right around the same price. Now, the Yonder is a little bit more expensive. The Maximal you can get just under 50. The Yonder is just under 60. With this micarta handle, the spew blade, and this is 14C blade steel. All right, the last 3 I've got. I'm going to run through these real quick. These are premiums. I just wanted to put them in here because they're so daggone cool, and I wanted to put them in here. The first is the Boker Chavez collaboration Mini Redention. This thing is awesome. Magna Cut blade steel. It's automatic. It's got the Chavez pocket clip, aluminum handles, beautiful red spacer, excellent action, excellent jimping on the blade. This thing is phenomenal. Magna Cut blade steel, 5th pocket knife for me, but you want something that's sub 3 inches? There you go. This knife is awesome. Awesome right there. But this knife also is running right at $180, $190. So they are not cheap, but it's an amazing knife. Amazing little knife. The Boker Chavez Redention. Magna Cut blade, aluminum handles, and an automatic. This is another Chavez. This is the, oh, let me see. I can't remember. I get these blue labels confused on which ones they are. This one is the TAK. I can't remember what TAK stands for. Blue label liner lock, black micarta. It comes with this pocket clip, but it does come with the extra Chavez skull pocket clip, so you can change it out. I just haven't done that. Excellent jimping, which is not really jimping. It's more they just took an axe and chopped some big chunks out of the steel. I mean, look at that, how deep that jimping is. This thing is just amazing. What an amazing knife. Look at this. This is a work of art. This is just a beautiful, beautiful work of art. Steel liners that are so thick. This thing is just beautiful. Liner lock, L-Max blade steel, a big thumb flipper. Boom, right out there. Excellent action. This thing is phenomenal. I love it so much. And these things are coming in right at $140 for this with L-Max blade steel. And if you want the feel of a Chavez, but you can't afford the $350 for the full size ones and the titanium, then just go with the blue label. So you get the smaller size, you still get L-Max, all the qualities of a Chavez as far as, you know, quality control, the feel, the elegance, the sturdiness, everything. Fantastic. Fantastic. $140 for a Chavez TAK, T-A-K. And the last knife that is sub 3 inches, that is another work of art. The Jack Wolf Little Bro slip joint. This sucker is beautiful. Titanium bolsters, Nebula fat carbon, Bowler M390 blade steel. This thing is a beast. It is amazing. It is a slip joint. It is not a lockable knife. That's another thing that's great about this for people that have different legal issues in places where you can't carry a knife that locks. Here you go. Sub 3 inches, here you go. You love somebody, you're somebody that loves art, class, nice, well-built knives that are beautiful, here you go. This thing is $300, $299, but I'm telling you, it's just, once you hold one of these in your hands, you will fall in love with it so much. You'll want every Jack Wolf that's ever come out. And I tell you, I want every Jack Wolf that's ever come out. These things are that daggone good. It's amazing. Ultimately, there's a lot of knives right here that I've just showed you. Realistically, the Acorn, the Nightshade, the Maximal, the Yonder, the Squid, the Ria. Excellent knives. All of them are winners. They're all home runs. They're all excellent knives that you can get on great prices. There's so many other knives out there that are sub 3 inches. These are the ones. I've got 20 other knives sub 3 inches. I had to narrow them down again and decide what knives I was going to throw out and what knives I was not going to. I've still got a whole table full here of sub 3 inch fixed blades that I wanted to include, but I couldn't do. I mean, just on and on and on. Fixed blades galore. So I'm probably going to do another video, sub 3 inches fixed blades. But hopefully you liked it. If you did, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate everybody. Hopefully, I got a lot of stuff coming, a lot of other videos coming. These are all great knives. I love them all. I love them so much. I think they're fantastic. Whether they're $20, whether they're $300. When you take them for what they are, you take them at what they are, and get past all the hoopla and everything else, and you understand that they're just knives and that they will cut if you take care of them. Whether they're 8CR, M390, Magna Cut, L-Max, or anything in between. If you take care of your knives, and your knives will take care of you. It is what it is. So, whatever knife you're carrying, I hope you're carrying it with pride and you appreciate what you have. Because we're all lucky to have what we have, whatever that is. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for watching my video. I'm Chris, the Unprofessional Dad. I've got a lot of other videos coming, and I hope that you guys will stick around and check them all out. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. I wish you guys all sharp knives and happy lives. I'll see you in the next one.